Hey everybody, it's Chris from Beer Bearings. It is Friday. Welcome back in for another beer of the week. I promised you something different this week, but I changed my mind. You'll see I've got another chair right here, which means I'm going to have a guest. And if my guest would like to join me, please come on in. It's my wife, Jennifer. It is her birthday. So she gets to do what she wants to do today, and what she wants to do is taste Planet Juice. And I'm going to ask her to talk about her impressions of the beer. And you can also see that she's wearing that hat, and she made that hat with building, and I'm not kidding, building materials and styrofoam. So it's really quite beautiful.
Glitter.
And glitter. Lots of glitter. Lots of glitter. Glitter all over the house. We live in New Orleans. We're used to it.
We'll be tasting some with the beer.
Yeah, probably. Do you want to open it yourself, or
yes.
do you want me to do it? Okay, so this
I
is...
also love the can.
Yep. Great label, as always. So it's Planet Juice from Gnarly Barley. It was released on their anniversary about 3 months ago, actually, at this point. It's a new summer seasonal hazy IPA for them. And it's going to be not year-round, but just a seasonal IPA. And they're going to have a seasonal rotation. I'm sure they're going to get into an Oktoberfest or something like that here pretty soon. And one of the interesting things about this is that it is made, you can have more.
Because it's my birthday.
It's her birthday. She can have what she wants. One of the interesting things about this is they use cryo hops, which is a somewhat new process, and kind of started by Yakima Chief. As far as I know, it's proprietary. So what they do is they use a quick freezing, very low temperature method to isolate the lupulin and the leaves themselves, which are the two things that really give beer their flavor, and kind of getting rid of all the other stuff so that they can have a much more concentrated hop presence without worrying about getting vegetal notes and that sort of thing in the beer. So that's kind of cool. I really like this beer, but I'm going to ask Jennifer to talk about it a little bit herself. So she asked me to coach her through it. So
I am a novice. I'm an experienced beer drinker, a novice as far as tasting. And
I'm going to say she's not, but I'm happy to help. So first of all, tell me, what do you think about the color? What would you call that?
It's almost like a light mango color. It's definitely hazy. It doesn't have very much of a head, so not a ton of wheat. Yes.
There's probably some in there, wheat notes, but yeah, it did dissipate. It was there, but it dissipated.
Yeah. But the colors are crisp, not muddy, but you've got the haziness.
Okay. What about the aroma? So give it a grab, give it a swirl, you know? You always got to swirl so you look like, or you can just slosh it out like I did.
I get a lot more of fruit aroma than the hop aroma that you get on some other beers. I'm a huge fan of Juicifer from Gnarly Barley, which is part of why I wanted to try this. But I would say this is fruitier. You still get a little bit of hop bitterness, but it's not quite as strong.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think for the taste too, it's got a lot of fruit taste, a lot of tropical fruit. I'm not making this up. I do feel like I taste a lot of like mango, papaya, that kind of thing in there. Yeah, this is definitely a beer that uses a lot of American hops. It's really traditional. This is not even really a traditional style. It's been around for, quite a while actually. 2004 was the very first hazy. But this is a style that tends to use American hops that are fruity rather than bitter. Very little bittering hop will even be added into these. Typically all the hop additions are downstream of the boil, which means that you're not really getting any bitterness at all from the hops, and that certainly carries through here. Honestly, with these, usually you kind of expect just fruit juice in a glass, and that's a little bit what this is, alcoholic fruit juice, and there's nothing wrong with that. Any other thoughts about this particular one? No, I like it. I think it is, I will say, I still think I prefer Juicifer. I like a stronger hop presence, but this is, I think you might be able to drink a little bit more of this. Mm-hmm. I can't remember off the top of my head the ABV for Juicifer, but I think it is higher than this.
This one is 6. I don't know about Juicifer. Yeah, sorry guys, you'll have to look that up on your own. But But yeah, I agree. This is definitely one that you can, it's a little more crushable, I guess, as we say, right? I mean, you could probably go through a little bit more of this. You can see it's in cans, should be available near you if you live in Louisiana. Take it to the pool, take it to your tailgating activities, take it wherever you want to take it as the summer kind of winds down here, even though it's still really hot. But kids are about to go back to school, so that means summer's over, right?
Don't pack it in their lunch. That's not a good idea.
Don't send it to, don't mess up the juice box and the Planet Juice. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you being with me this week.
I'm sure you do.
I do, and I appreciate even more that you got married to me. So, because look at all this that I get in my life when I have Jennifer in it. So, until next time, I want to say thank you for coming in this week. If you're watching me on Facebook, have your friends come over and join the group and get into the discussion. We love to hear what you're all about and what's going on around beer with you. We had a couple of new members join this week. Thank you very much. If you're watching me on YouTube, I'd love it if you would like and subscribe and maybe even click the bell so that you know when I post new videos, which is every Monday. Next week is going to be that adjunct lager video that I promised you. I promise. Until next time, I'll see you right back here on Beer Bearings. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Cheers.